I said yes to the mentoring process because I felt like it was a small push that I needed for growth that I've been wanting to have in my life.
I kind of reached a point, the fork in the road. Am I gonna be a leader? Am I gonna kind of keep doing what I'm doing? It was just a really good way to plug in and try to seek something a little bit different or a little bit deeper than what I'd been doing.
Obviously, it was something that I knew that would kickstart more of me being in the Word, and kind of like forcing me to like do the things that I needed to be to get closer to God.
I would say my spiritual life before the group was hot and cold. Went through good seasons where I'm, living life with a lot of direction, and then also a lot of seasons of wandering. Living life very reactive to my circumstances, to things going on around me.
Life was busy, and I think Satan made it that way to where I would only come to God in need or something that I was worried about.
So this mentoring process has really given me a lot more tools and helped me find more consistency.
It has definitely helped me stay on target with some of those needs, because it's really easy when you don't have a commitment out there to just kind of fall back into the mundane and the everyday.
Now, having these guys that I can literally just easily go to now and have that, we have that bond and that connection now. It's just been a lot easier and better to go and talk to the guys in this group.
But this group has really helped me to build some friendships with other men that I otherwise probably wouldn't have ever built friendships with. So this has really helped strengthen my community within this church.
I would say that that's one of the greatest things that I've gotten so far out of this group is I had really isolated a lot to just me and my family, and I really was not understanding how much it means to be connected with other people and God's intent for us to be connected.
The vulnerability you have with the other guys and just being able to share honestly about anything and everything in your life, knowing that the other guys have been there or have similar experiences and can and will be there for you no matter what. Those relationships are just such a fantastic benefit from this group.
What has transformed the most has been my relationships among the church. So I got to know some of the elders pretty well, and I got to know several of the men here really well, and formed some very, very strong relationships. So that's been the most transformative part anyway.
I just feel like through the whole process, I'm starting to open back up and not be so closed. There's a lot of things that are going on inside everybody that makes them want to kind of shy away. So I've been able to work on all those fears and insecurities to be willing to step out there and not be afraid.
I think the biggest difference is just there's focus, and like it's done on purpose now. My marriage is much more. We do things much more on purpose. We're living life much more on purpose. We're parenting much more on purpose. I think a lot of that comes from just when you surround yourself with a program like this where it takes a lot of time. You have no choice but to be thinking about your spiritual formation, your life, your marriage, your friends, your relationship with Jesus all the time.
It's just something now that I have more of a fire towards, to where now I am intentionally doing that stuff and knowing that I need to, and especially doing it as long it's easier and easier to do. I couldn't let this go by because I know it's going to force me to be what I ultimately wanted to be.
I think when you're younger, it's easier to kind of sit back and to kind of just kind of stay seated, I guess you could say. And this has really challenged me to step out, to say yes to being a leader, to realize my potential as being a leader.
I feel like this group is just really what everyone needs within this church community A lot of people go to church and they might just barely know the people next to them. They might know a few people really well, but this group really helps to just strengthen a lot of relationships around you and give you very authentic relationships where you can be vulnerable.
So what I enjoyed the most out of everything was getting to know everybody. I think the talks where we shared our spiritual journeys was very impactful.
I think everyone needs to be mentored. It's easy to think you've got it all together no matter what stage in life you're in. We all need somebody to lean on that has gone before us and that can guide us. My mentor and I have had a lot of hard conversations, and they've been extremely fruitful and challenging, but I always leave with a deeper sense of clarity and wisdom and peace.
So just being in something like this helps me to stay focused on those things that are most important to me, and makes it a lot easier to not just fall away.
I would challenge anyone who's asked to do this program to say yes, because it's easy to say no. It's easy to keep doing what you're doing.
God created us to be relational, and the relationships have been key.
And it's just the support you have from the people within this group is just an amazing thing that I feel like all people within a church should have with each other. And this group helps make that possible.